Today I'm going to be talking about the Majin Buu saga, which is personally my favorite saga in the whole series. Uh, Hope you stick along for the ride. Lord Frieza, Emperor Frieza, the galactic tyrant has been vanquished 3 years prior to the Cell Games. Vegeta has now turned to the good side, more or less, settled down on planet Earth with Bulma. Dynamics have their own new planet. They can now live in peace throughout the galaxy. The only bad thing is that Goku's dead. And he has been dead. He's been dead for a long time now. 7 years. Trunks has now went back to the future, and present Trunks has grown up to a little boy, about 8 years old. Trunks is being trained by Vegeta. And Trunks has daily duels with, they play around sometimes with, Goten, who looks exactly like Goku. So, Krillin has retired. Tien still trains in the wilderness, trying to catch up, trying to look for Goku as an inspiration. He's training himself. Android 17 is gone off to become a member of society. Android 18 married Krillin. Bulma still Capsule Corp, making that money, inventions and stuff. Chi-Chi focusing more on Gohan's school. She signed him up to a high school. Now he doesn't have to go through homeschooling anymore. And what else? I mean, there has been a lot of crime recently going on in the world, though. Even though the major threats, like planetary tyrants and cyborgs and stuff like that, that's over with. But there's crime is on the rise. So Gohan takes it upon himself to become a superhero. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot. The legend known as Hercule, Mr. Satan. That man, the man who took credit for Gohan defeating Cell, has become world famous. He's the greatest fighter ever to exist. But in reality, he's not. He's just an average guy. Well, he's a little above average. He has some special qualities about him. As him being the strongest, defeating Cell, that's not true. He just took a little boy's credit. Anyway, I digress. So Gohan is now in high school, and he encounters Hercule's daughter. And she's suspicious about him. She's suspicious about Gohan because there's something different about Gohan. He's not like everybody else. Videl sensed that something ain't right about this kid. So, and Videl is she's like a superhero in her own right, but she doesn't use a costume and none of that. She just uses her persona as Hercule's daughter, and she trained herself. You know, she's above average in strength. She's way stronger than any average human that you will encounter. Bulma invents his costume, so it's kind of silly, but it's kind of it's kind of high tech in a way. I like his costume. Other people don't like it. Like Piccolo, who lives on the Kami's lookout now with Dende. Gohan's best friend is Dende. Dende's the guardian of the Earth now. Mind you, this is not present Earth. This is Earth in the distant future, but it's the distant past. Because in the world of Dragon Ball, the reader is supposed to feel like they're reading something in the past when they read the story of Dragon Ball. But it's set in the distant future. Because there's technologies in Dragon Ball that are Star Wars technology. Because Akira Toriyama was very inspired by Star Wars. So you have Star Wars kind of technology with aliens, Star Wars kind of themes, but you have Jurassic Park kind of stuff going on too, because and other anthropomorphic animals. You know that with the advancements of science, it would I assume they were able to bring back the dinosaurs and do all this. Pangea is now a thing. Um, anyway, I digress. So anyway, um, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Goten and Trunks were in the tournament. They had a fight. That was great. Goten and Trunks' fight during the tournament because the announcer was like reminiscing about Goku, Kid Goku, and Goten, their similarities, and the whole. Well, they both went Super Saiyan during the battle as well. They weren't supposed to though, but Trunks ends up winning, and then they like steal somebody else's identity and fight Android 18. Android 18 uh, wins because it's two people fighting one, but the costume gets destroyed, the mighty mask, and uh, I think Trunks fought Hercule, and Hercule convinced him to let him win. No, no, no. Trunks punched Hercule in the face, but Hercule played it off, and then Hercule fought Android 18, but it was like a deal with some money involved. So Hercule was paying Android 18 a great sum of cash to let him win the tournament. Vegeta also training, before the tournament was hyped too. So he was training in I think it was like 500 Earth's gravity with Trunks. And and the crazy thing is, he starts losing his mind once he finds out that Trunks and Goten are Super Saiyans. Like they're stronger than Frieza. He starts tripping, bro. And gals. Anyways, I don't want to be here forever, so I'll just state the highlights of the watch. First being the introduction of the Kais, the Demon King, and the Wizard Bobbity, along with his many minions, who for the most part are aliens, while they, bum rush the tournament. Piccolo and Krillin being turned into stone by Deborah is another one. Goku versus Vegeta, and him turning evil and gaining Bobbity's Majin powers, and Vegeta's sacrifice alongside Majin Buu. That was also a good highlight. Uh, Goku using Super Saiyan 3, trashing Majin Buu, then teaching fusion to the kids just so they can finish him off later, and his departure back to Otherworld. Hercule redeeming Majin Buu, turning him good, and then the birth of Evil Buu, who absorbs Good Buu and then transforms into Super Buu, was another highlight. Super Buu then killing all of humanity in a single attack. And he didn't destroy the planet though. And later his fight with Gotenks in the hyperbolic time chamber, breaking through dimension, that was a very good plot progressing point point. On powers being awakened by the Kais, and his final battle is Super Buu, which ends in Buu absorbing cats because Buu was messing with Gohan's mind, because he had all Piccolo's knowledge and he was as strong as Gotenks, and he had Piccolo's powers too. He was messing with Gohan's mind, psyching him out. So Gohan, he didn't train to get these powers, so it kind of messed him up a little bit. And Goku's revival, and then while Vegeta uses Baba's one day thingy, and they both try and save the universe by fusing and becoming Vegeta. The rebirth of Kid Buu and the destruction of Earth, that was a crazy moment as well, along with the battle on the Supreme Kai's planet and the resurrection of all the humans who were killed by Kid Buu with the Namekian Dragon Balls. Another moment that was very good was the final Spirit Bomb, to finish things off once and for all, with the help of everyone recognizing Goku's adventures, alongside the help of Hercule, who went convinced the common people to raise their hands for the Spirit Bomb. And then finally, the last thing that was a highlight was Goku and Boo's. They were they get a happy ending with the help of the very moment, the very memory with the Namekian Dragon Balls, the very memory of all these events from the to the common people. So everybody you and me don't remember Majin Buu and stuff. Yeah, it's a great happy ending. And Scratch that. That's gonna be in my next video. I was gonna talk about the 10 years later thing, but that's it for the Majin Buu episodes. Let me see what I didn't like about it. Well, there was a lot of slow moments, but it wasn't personally slow to me. There's a lot of goofy stuff that happens. The villain Majin Buu was kind of like not threatening, but threatening in a way. A lot of people dislike the whole thing about Gohan not being the true savior of the arc, but I'm fine with it. Goku's my favorite character. I mean, it shows that even though the next generation, you put all your hopes on the next generation, they might not be ready to take the responsibility. So it's good that a parent, helps them out. That's the message I got from it. Anyway, I rate this. If I were to rate all the episodes and combine it, I would give this. Let me see. I'd give this a 10 out of 10. Really, Majin Buu arc. I give it a 10 out of 10. And thanks for watching.